Good morning. This staying in place thing is not a very new situation for me. As most of you know that have been around, I've had about 4 months of it before we actually started the pandemic, whatever we call this thing. Um, there are three facts that God constantly has reminded me of over the months. The first one is Isaiah 55, 8 through 9. And in short, it says, God's ways are higher than our ways. Um, there's some things in life you just have to accept and continue on. And one of those things is God's ways are higher than our ways. His thinking is way beyond ours. We are saved by faith, and therefore we live by faith. Uh, his perspective is better than mine. And my husband reminds me that we all like those mountaintop experiences that we have, particularly with God. And but the fertile ground is in the valley. That's where we learn. And I felt like I'd been in the valley for a while, but it's okay. Another verse that I lean on is Philippians 4, 4 through 8. And it tells us in short to rejoice in the Lord and to not be anxious, but to pray about everything with thanksgiving. He has purpose, and it's all in there. And his promise to us in those verses is that if we do this and we let him handle it, he gives us peace that passes understanding, and he will guard your hearts and mind. And then in verse 8, he tells us how to do that. He gives us the tools to do that with, the things to think about. And if we do that, it's just remarkable, the things that the peace that he can bring. The third thing is the fact that, and I've said this already, but we are saved by grace and we are to live by grace. 1 Peter 1, 6 through 7 addresses this situation perfectly. And it's written by Peter, but it sounds a little bit like Paul when you start looking at the sentence. In this you rejoice, though now for a little while, if necessary, you have been grieved by various trials, so that the tested genuineness of your faith, more precious than gold that perishes, though it's been tested through fire, may be found to result in praise and glory and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Some things succinctly that I have learned in the past few months or had been retaught was, as a friend tells me, patience. Another thing that he has reiterated to me is he is trustworthy. We can sit confident in him. Our job is to keep our focus, to be focused on Jesus and his word. Another thing that has been on my mind is this life is temporary. We are looking forward to an eternal life. And in this life, we need to protect our witness.